What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Thank you guys so much for coming back for yet another video, man. I really appreciate you guys. It has been an awesome weekend. I'm actually filming this on Friday, so you guys know I do them a couple days before. This is the Monday release video. But man, it's Friday morning. I'm teleworking, but it's like 9 o'clock, 9:30, and God is just so good, man. A big, huge shout out to Alan Hain, the lawn care nut. That guy, I don't know what he sees in me, but he's just been so generous and kind to me, and I just want to start off the video thanking him personally. The last video, guys, if for some reason you didn't see Friday's video, please go back and check it out. To me, it is the best video I've done on this channel to date. We spread freedom furt here in the yard. We had fun doing it, dressed up in my little patriotic hat and tank top, and threw in some edits I didn't even know I was capable of doing on my app for editing. Made it super patriotic and threw in my brother's song. So please go check it out. Seriously, if you enjoy the videos here on the channel, you will definitely love this one. I acted a little bit goofier than normal, and it was just fun, man. It was a pleasure to make that video. So I'm really was promoting it because people that may not be into lawn care might even like a video like that because it's an idiot running around with a flag in his yard. So anyways, I was promoting it on Instagram and things of that nature. And Alan Hain, I'd mentioned in the last video at the end of it, hey, somebody tweet this to Alan Hain and ask him if we're throwing down freedom furt properly. And the man goes and retweets the video on Twitter, so you can go see he did it. And I'm like, man, what have I done to deserve such a high honor from this guy who's, Yard Mastery president, the Lawn Care Nut, big time YouTuber. So just thank you, Alan. Lawn Care Nut, I appreciate you. You guys, continue to support Alan and his videos and Yard Mastery. He's a super nice guy. He's been nothing but kind to me, and, he owes me nothing. So I just wanted to start off the video by thanking him, but also to thank you guys that continue to watch. And for the new subscribers, that maybe because of Alan retweeting that, you found Mr. Ferguson's channel. Welcome, and thank you guys for being interested in the channel. I hope I don't bore you. I hope we can entertain you. I am just a DIYer. I have no previous experience in the lawn care industry besides the last 2 years, where I've been trying to get this yard to look as great as I can make it look, doing soil tests, tweaking it, using the biostimulants, using Yard Mastery furt, just trying to make it look the best that we can. It's GCI Cool Blue and Turf Type Tall Fescue mixed, and right now it's looking awesome. We are only a day after throwing down freedom furt and watering it, so we've not even got the full effects of the color pop of freedom furt yet. But as you can see, we did a mow yesterday as well, and it's looking pretty good. The color is looking awesome. So anyways, with that said, thank you guys. Subscribe if you're not. If you are, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Share, like, and comment below your thoughts on the video, improvements, suggestions, positivity, whatever it may be. So with that, let's get into the video and what we want to talk about quickly today. So if you've been around the channel for a little bit, you guys know that I like to do updates. When I do something and say, we'll update you later, I don't like to forget about it. And so I want to update you on fungus. When we came back from the beach, that's about 2 videos or 3 videos back. When we left, we started to see brown patch forming in the yard. Over here mainly, you can still see a hint of it actually right here and right here in front of me. And so we put down 1 ounce of Propiconazole per 1,000 square feet and took off for the beach. I was very nervous when I got back to see, had it spread, had it gotten worse, and to my surprise, as the grass was about 7 to 8 inches tall, it didn't look like it had spread. But because I am the way that I am and I get nervous, I did apply another 1.5 ounces of Propiconazole per 1,000 square feet a couple days after returning back from the beach. So what is it looking like now? That's what we want to show you and at least give you an update. Let's go to this one. This was the first area I noticed of brown patch. You can still kind of see it there. It's looking kind of but this, I can honestly tell you guys, it does look better. It looks like it is growing out. Now you can see down here, you've got some dead material. We've got some, looks like it's killed off some of this dead grass right here, but this area does look a little better. I mentioned it in a couple videos, or the last video, I can't remember, that Pete did a crazy thing of applying milk to brown patch. I'm very curious to see his update because clearly milk is cheaper than Propiconazole. And if that's a valid way of fixing brown patch. I'd be very curious to see that. So all in all, this, you can still see where we're having some die off from brown patch, but it looks like it is improving. Honestly, it is. Now this whole area right here, number one, this has always been a trouble area, hard, and where I constantly pull my mower out. We plan on rocking this, so please disregard that. But in this general area that I'm standing in right now, it has thinned out a lot. Remember, I always like to tell you guys, I'm not just going to show you the good parts of the yard. I want to show you the bad parts and show you what I'm seeing, what my concerns are in my own yard. This is one of my concerns right now. Now, we're coming into July. So at this time last year, my yard was dying off in droves. Lack of potassium, lack of, no sea kelp. Wasn't putting down RGS. Didn't have sea kelp last year. Didn't have a lot of potassium. So my yard was dying off. So it's thinning out down here. And you can even see some of the freedom that we put down yesterday right there. So I've put down a little bit of the freedom all around here, but it is thinner than it was. Now this area gets a whole lot of shade. So it's a very shady area. It doesn't get a lot of sun. So that could have something to do with it. I'm not sure. The rest of the yard, if you pan out, you can see is much thicker. And there's that little area of brown patch we were just looking at. This area, the same way under the swing set. Yes, the kids have come and play, but they don't constantly come down here and play. It's just kind of thinned out on its own. I don't think that's due to disease. It could have been partially disease, partly that it's in the shade and not getting enough sun. I'm not sure. It's just the time of the year. I'm not overly concerned, as I've mentioned, because it's not going to be too many more months. We're going to be overseeding, so I'm not too concerned. Now over here, we have some areas like this right here. Looks like it's some possible disease that's trying to get in. We had spots over here. For example, right here. Here's where we had some brown patch right here. Here's where we had some brown patch right here. And overall, if I pan out, like right here, you can see we don't have it's not spreading. It looks like the Propiconazole has absolutely done what it's supposed to do. It has stopped it from spreading, and we're now in the process of growing the blades and chopping it off as we cut. So Propiconazole, once again, has proven to me that it works and it does what it says it will do. So there you go. There's that quick update for you. So as you guys are aware, I'm a different type of YouTuber and lawn care guy. I teach a Wednesday night class up at our church, and it's teenage boys. It's technically the Royal Ranger program, which, by the way, several people have commented in the comments, hey, I noticed you got a Royal Ranger shirt on. I used to be a Ranger or whatever in the church back in the day or currently. And so shout out to those guys, because you're making a difference in boys' lives through that program for the gospel of Jesus Christ. So anyways, we are doing a fishing trip tomorrow, which is Saturday morning. And so the next part of this video will be showing just quick highlights of the fishing trip. Just want to put them in here. We don't just do lawn here, we do life, and we do spiritual life, we do lawn care. So the next part will be that. And then who knows what we get into after the fishing trip. That's kind of where my mind is right now. It's not so much in the lawn right now. It's on getting the poles and getting the permission slips and the things we got to do for this fishing trip. I hope you enjoyed these few clips of the guys fishing. So, as I mentioned, it's Friday. We've got some rain coming in, so I always like to take advantage of the rain to water in something that I can put down in the soil to help it out. I think it'd be a great time to put down a little bit of sea kelp. I'm pretty sure it's 0.5 ounces per 1,000 square feet, so we're going to do that. And then probably just going to do some humic acid, Humic 12. I think I have more of that in my shed than anything as far as biostimulants. I'm low on the RGS I need to order. I've got plenty of microgreen, but we just did that one recently. Aerate, I'm low on, need to reorder, so it'll be Humic 12. So we'll do Humic 12, and we'll also do some sea kelp. And also, I'm going to throw in the remaining sulfur/potassium mix that I told you guys about. So we'll mix all that up, spread that, and hopefully when the rain comes this afternoon, it'll all get watered in, and we can mark it in our Yard Mastery app as applying more to our dirt and to our grass, just to help it look a little better each day at a time. So here we go. As we just mentioned, we got our CK 0.5 ounces per 1,000. We've got our Sunny Land. It is potash 25%. It is sulfur 17%, combined sulfur 17%. I think you're actually, let's double check here. You can see right here on the left side where it says lawns 10 ounces per 1,000. Pretty sure I'm not going to have enough. So I'm going to put what I've got in this first tank, and it is what it is. We've put down that gallon. Likely we'll need to add some more. As we've talked about, to get potassium in, it's going to take some time. So we'll put this down. Then we got our Humic 12. If you don't know, this is humic acid for our dirt. This is unlocking the ingredients. As you see, it's just basically 12% humic acid. It gives our dirt that dark look. And so humic acid, I don't know all the science behind it. Look it up. I'm sure that the next channel, Lawn Care Nut, Pete, the professionals can give you more insight about exactly what humic acid does. I've got two little helpers here. I've got Sarah Jane, little wee Ferguson, and Natalie wee Ferguson. They're both, we got a first grader here and a seventh grader here now, so they're going to be out here mixing with us. So we're going to use precaution the best that we can as a DIYer and mix this up with the rates that, let's see, we told you 0.5 for CK. We told you we're going to do what we can with this, and with the humic, what does it say on the bottle? It tells us to apply 3 to 9 ounces per 1,000. So we've got roughly about half maybe here, so we probably can't do the max rate. So I'll place it on the screen what we end up going with as I pour the first bottle. We'll see how much we can go with and do the math and see how much it ends up being, and I'll place it on the screen. We're going to mix it up. We're going to get it spread on the yard just as quick as we can. Something else I want to mention, unfortunately, my tip from GCI, my tip that that Pete gives me is it broke. When I spray it, it doesn't do the fan appropriately. It's basically almost like it's clogged. I've tried to fix it, and I had to actually go on. I found the TJet website and have replaced, ordered some new ones. I've had to order some new ones for my trim nozzle, which is what I normally typically would start out with, doing across the edges. So we're gonna have to do the broad tip, but we'll get her done. We'll put her down. This time with this sulfur and stuff, I'm going to put on long socks and shoes, and we're going to do some spreading, and hopefully the rain will then come and wash this in for us. All right, so we've used up all of our Humic 12. We ended up having enough to do 6 ounces per 1,000. We put our sea kelp in, 0.5. We're good there. We have plenty of sea kelp left, which is right here at my feet. But however, the Sunnyland, we had enough to do approximately 3 ounces per 1,000. So really, you need to do 10 to 12 according to the bottle label. So since we ran out of those products, this is 8-gallon tank. I'm going to do my best to spread this across the whole yard the best that I can. I may make it, I may not. So we'll spray this down here in a second, and it is starting to rain, so I'm going to do it very quickly and in a hurry, and we'll be right back in here in a second. So as you guys watch this footage of me spraying, you may be able to hear the sound of cars driving in the rain. It took about, I don't know, 7-8 hours after these clips that you're watching right now, but the rain finally has come. That's all the construction cars coming by. But yeah, so we are now, as I film this, or excuse me, as I edit this, we are now watering in everything that you're watching be applied. It was able to be done without the trim nozzle, as I said. It happened to break on me, but I did the whole yard with that 8,000, stepped it up a little bit in my pace, and sprayed everything down. Literally before this rain that you hear started coming down, I walked out in the backyard, was throwing a frisbee with the kids, and noticed that I had a little bit of brown on my foot, which means it was not dried on the blade. It was still setting on the blade wet. So hopefully it is getting watered in right now. Instead of filming visual clips, I just wanted to tell that to you. So with that being said, let's go back to the commentary and finish out this video. So as I just mentioned in the previous clips, the rain is here. Thank you, Jesus. Always happy when the rain comes. But I just wanted to quickly end this video talking about why are we putting down humic acid? Why are we putting down sea kelp? Why are we putting down sulfur and potassium? I know most of you guys that are viewing, you come back video after video, which is why I thank you guys all the time. For me, the things that I've noticed as a DIYer, just living in North Carolina, using the Next products, and specifically for humic acid, it does make your dirt darker. I noticed when we put in our natural fences on both sides of my property, it made digging easier. So I can verify that for me, it is loosening my dirt. Now, there's a lot of science behind the nutrients it unlocks for the plant in the dirt, but I can verify visually, it turns your dirt dark. For the newbie out there, visually, it loosens your dirt for digging purposes. Those are two things I know of without being a scientist. And then you've got all the components of humic acid and all the scientific stuff of it helping the plant. As far as CK, 005 CK, well, we know the last number of the analysis of any analysis is potassium or potash. And the CK is extract from seaweed. As far as I understand it, seaweed is one of the toughest plants because it survives and lives and grows in the ocean. So smarter people than me have extracted these things out of seaweed, and we're able to apply that liquid form to our grass to keep it stress, drought tolerant, and it gives it almost like armor, kind of is what I think of, for a fescue yard or for any type of yard that you would apply it to. It puts that seaweed extract in your yard and helps it to survive more the heat, the stress that it comes under in day-to-day life in a lawn in America. So that is the benefit of CK. So I highly, and you're only using 0.5 per 1,000, so clearly it is very concentrated. And then the other, which is the Sunnyland sulfur / potassium mix. Why am I using it? It's because Mr. Ferguson has a potassium deficiency in my lawn by default, naturally. 2 years I've been doing soil tests, and for 2 years I've still, to this day, not been in the optimal range for potassium. So I'm still trying to get there. We're going to talk more about some other products that I've got on the way here soon. I'm going to continue to try to build potassium in my lawn, and we'll do it right here on the channel. So I just wanted to give you a breakdown of why I'm doing what I'm doing for those that may not be familiar. So thank you guys for coming by for this video. I know it's not the most exciting, especially coming off the one I did Friday that had more entertainment value. I hope to be able to do better ones like that in the future with the more creative ideas. But if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. This is more of a nerdy one, detailed one for lawn care stuff. But hey, I'm just, like I've said, I'm in survive the summer mode with my lawn, and so far, we're doing a good job, but we'll see how things go. There's nothing like hearing cars in the rain. I love the rain. So, on that note, we'll turn around in the rain, say God bless you guys. Hope you have a great week ahead. We'll see you on the Midweek Quickie on Wednesday. We'll see you. Be safe.